Welcome back, everybody, to Bean Talk. Today we have Andres, Gerardo, and Larson, and I. So today we're gonna be talking about different experiences we had, or like our perspective on high school and how it treated us. So who wants to start?
I'll start.
Gerardo, since it was your idea, I guess.
Yeah. So high school is a real pain. It's a pain. Now I'm not talking about education wise. I'm talking about like social wise. You
Mm,
know?
I see.
Yeah. So like before Corona and everything, I used to wake up in the morning, 6 a.m., shower, get ready for school, and think, damn, I might have a good day. And as soon as I enter class, I see one teenage female. She walks in the room. She starts clapping her hands by for every syllable while eating hot Cheetos. And I think, oh no, I'm gonna have a bad day, and curses out almost every single guy. And
Nice.
then sleeps in class, and then later she asks me for the homework. And that's when I know I'm gonna have a terrible day today. And that's only the first 5 minutes of school.
Damn.
You're right, right,
Like
right.
like you're a little bit sleepy,
Is,
you know.
does this experience happen often?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're
It's either
referred
hot,
as the hot Cheeto
it's
girls.
either that or they get
Is this really a
Starbucks.
thing?
I
It's
feel like
just,
the hot Cheeto girls is one thing we can all relate to.
Yes.
Nope.
No, you
No,
know how
he-
hot
Well,
Cheeto
he went
girls
to
at your
he
high
went to
Sorry, no,
Pedro.
no,
They're
no,
more
you went to Polos.
sophisticated.
No, they're still at Polos. I go to
I was at Pola too for high school.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
We were the first graduating class. I mean, there was the one girl who ate hot Cheetos and was a little bit of a diva, but like not like what you're describing. She just
No,
like
man.
She still falls into the hot Cheeto girl category.
no, not like what you just described.
It's funny too because one of the girls, she suffered like a stomach problem as well,
Well,
just like our friend here.
I wonder why.
I know, right?
Gio?
Because no, just like Gio, she
Yeah,
suffered a
Gio.
stomach problem, except hers was worse because
Gastritis.
exactly hers was worse because
Castritis.
I never see her eat anything other but hot Cheetos.
That's tough, man.
In the morning, she'd be like, my breakfast today is hot Cheetos. At lunch, she'd buy hot Cheetos on the vending machine. And right before school ends, she will buy hot Cheetos. Eventually, by the end of the day, I'll see the whole entire stock of vending machine gone just because of her. Next thing you know, we don't see her for 3 months. And she comes back and says, oh, look at me. Sorry, I was gone. Something wrong with my stomach. Well, duh. What do you expect?
That's true. That's
What do
true.
you expect?
What has this world gone to?
Why don't people pack lunch, man?
Man,
They,
it's
they
I'm
because
too
do
lazy.
pack lunch. They
it's 'cause
pack
they're
the hot
packing heat
Cheetos.
instead.
I'm too lazy.
What you packing, Larson?
I'm packing.
What were you eating there earlier? It seemed good.
Oh, that was something from Sprouts. It was. It's called a crepe on the go. Not Sprouts are not sponsor.
Crepe on the. Crepe
Well,
on the
anyways,
grill.
you
It's
are.
called crepe to go. You get them at Sprouts. It's like a little crepe filled with strawberry jam. Pretty good.
Okay.
Nice snack.
Recita
Anyways,
Wait,
con
it's
so-
a hot Cheeto girl.
Wait.
This is like a thing. Like so, was there also? Is there also hot? You're at Banning, right?
No, there are hot
Mario?
Cheetos
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, I'm a banning.
And is there a hot Cheeto girl there too?
Yeah, definitely.
And there was a hot Cheeto girl when you. Where did you go?
I went banning.
In the band too. There was a hot Cheeto girl too.
The hot Cheetos was like a whole like category. It wasn't just one.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
serious?
This is
there's
like
like
a,
it's like
This
a
is-
whole group.
I
big-
mean, this
big-
is
they
wow.
dress a certain way
Yeah.
too.
Really
Crop
They-
tops.
You can tell.
For some
Crop
reason, I'm
top
just
shorts.
for some reason how I'm imagining
Those
them.
weird
They have
hand-up
long
pants.
fingernails.
They
Yes,
do. They do.
yes.
No, they do. They do.
Yeah.
And they usually like maybe they have like
A beanie.
Oh, they have a beanie.
Sometimes.
Okay, I was
Sometimes.
imagining
Sometimes.
like either they had like
Sometimes.
braided, like they had like small braided hair. Or
Terrible
they
makeup as
had,
well. Terrible makeup.
Like
too much
over
makeup?
exaggerated makeup.
Makeup.
Like,
It's like 2 layers of makeup.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no,
Like, too much,
two
man.
thin layers. Like you can stick a little pin needle and you come out and it's makeup.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah.
Wait, so they wear a beanie.
Sometimes.
They
Sometimes.
In
wear
the
like
winter.
those kind of short pants, like high water pants.
Or joggers. Or joggers.
Or joggers.
Yeah.
And then they wear Vans.
No, specifically
Everybody
white slip-on
wears
vans.
Vans.
The white what?
White slip-on van.
White
Specifically
slip-on Vans.
those.
Okay.
I never noticed the
Specifically.
And
shoes,
so
but
this
okay.
girl ate so many hot Cheetos that she ended up in the hospital.
That's just dumb.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Too.
All right,
It's
but
like-
so your all perspective is pretty negative about high school.
no, I mean, I enjoy high school. No, I, don't.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
enjoyed
like,
high school.
So
Oh.
what's something positive you could say
I-
that you really experienced in
enjoyed
your
high
high
school.
school experience?
It kind of took advantage of being nice to people, and eventually, I just use them for homework and stuff. I mean, like I'm still there. I'm cool with them, but it's like sometimes if I need homework, they'll give me the homework, and I'll give them the homework in return, unless you don't give me the homework and then expect me to give you the homework. So
I see.
it's like a little trade-off.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this. The hot Cheeto girl. It's like And there's more than one of them.
Yeah, it's like a whole.
Do
You know,
they
like you
know
have
each other?
the jocks,
No,
you
they
have the
don't.
alternate kids, and then you have the hot
sometimes they don't know
Cheeto
each other.
girls.
Did you say you have the jocks?
Yeah.
Wait, so in like, do they get along? Like, are they friends? Or
Oh, they
like,
probably all hate each other, but
probably all hate each
yeah.
other.
They hang
Have
out.
you seen them fight? It's like a little chicken fight.
So the hot Cheeto girls fight each other.
Oh yeah, they
All the
fight all
time.
the time. It's
There's
like
They
different hot
fighting
Cheetos.
over the hot
'Cause
Cheetos.
Yeah, there's like the lemon group, there's the regular group, the Takis
yeah, it's like
group.
The
eh,
Talkies group.
yeah. Then
Yeah.
you got like the Dorito Dynamites one.
You know what?
I hate those. Like I understand the rest of the hot Cheeto girls, but
No,
the dynamite.
the Dynamite. They think that the Dynamite and Takis are the same.
Oh.
they're different, even though they're the same
You
thing.
know what? I want some
They're-
Takis
they're not
now.
the
you
same.
know?
No, dude, Talkies are poisonous.
I love
They're
Takis.
Go look it up
delicious.
in jail.
But it's
I-
like
They
it's like a rare time I eat.
they're vegan. So if
Oh.
you ever go vegan, you can eat Takis.
Yeah, but they're probably like
Also Oreos are also vegan.
laboratory.
Also Reese's
maybe.
Puffs, except with milk.
Okay, and so, wow, I'm just intrigued by the
Hot Cheeto girl.
No.
the hot Cheeto girls. Wow, this is like, I mean, cause so like here's the deal. When I was in high school, yeah, there was the people who liked hot Cheetos, but more commonly what they would do is they buy hot Cheetos, and then we had like in our little cafeteria area. You probably remember like
Yeah.
because it hasn't changed much. There's like they had like a table with condiments on it. You know, like
yeah. I
yeah.
know what you're talking
And so they always had these big like, it wasn't Tapatio, but it was like it was like the Smart and Final equivalent of Tapatio, like in those big like gallon jugs. And so like every day, and no joke, like yeah, but there's more than one person who did it, and it was guys and girls, and then what they do is they get their hot Cheetos or whatever, and they dump that stuff into it
Yeah.
and eat it. And so like,
The lemon on
but yeah,
there,
but they didn't
chamoy.
but they weren't like any particular, like they didn't have any behavior attached to their dietary habits. They were just
No, ours they do.
which is so funny. This is hilarious. The Tapatio girl.
But why are they all so similar? Like similar mentality.
It's
I
maybe it's
don't
because
know.
like the eating that much.
Well, if you ever see
Well, I
one,
just call them
they're,
Tapatio girls. The hot Cheeto girls.
Cheeto girls.
The hot Cheeto girl. Maybe it's because that many hot Cheetos like it affects your brain. Like
That can't be it.
I mean, there's chemicals in hot Cheetos.
there are.
There's
like,
chemicals in
the
your
yellow,
brain.
There's yellow 5.
Yellow 5.
You know,
Red 6.
if you ever have the chance
Never seen
to
that.
see one fight, even if it's on video, it's funny.
Oh,
they don't
hot
fight.
Cheeto girl.
They don't
and,
fight at all. All they do is pull each other hair. But
I-
when I was at
I mean,
Narbonne,
that's every girl fight, man.
I mean, yeah, but no, at Narbonne though, that's where the real fights are. Because one time I saw a fight. Right, it was right after lunch. I was late for my class too. I think it was late for fourth period, and I saw these two girls fight, and it was like the typical hot Cheeto girl. But this girl like was big Simone girl.
Oh.
All right, she grabbed one of their hair, and she pulled her hair down, and kneed her head.
Ooh.
Right, and then
hard.
and then the girl that got kneed in the head, she tried swinging and then collapsed.
Whoa.
Like she
That-
collapsed.
That'll do
That's
it.
kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and knee to the head by
Yeah.
a big Simone girl, man, you're out.
Wow.
Sheesh.
And funny thing is that I was laughing as well.
I would
was-
be laughing too.
I was
don't know
laughing, and
why.
they're like, Gerardo, why are you laughing? You're so messed up. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Then the
Mm.
start of the fight, the small skinny one started calling the big Simone one a naughty word.
A naughty
You know, a
word.
farming. It was like a farming tool, a name for a farming tool.
Oh, I see.
you know what word
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
A name for. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. You guys get me now, right? Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good. That
we-
was good. That was a very creative way to be able to say a bad word.
Nice.
I got other experiences too. I got one from middle school. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
want to hear.
God.
it.
It's so then. But is there a hot Cheeto guy?
No.
No, those are just called wannabe cholos.
It's just a wannabe.
I
Cheeto.
never seen a hot Cheeto
Wanna
guy.
be
dude.
cholo? Okay.
I feel like banning, at least when I went to high school, had more like wannabe cholos than actual cholos.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the cholos leave.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
they
by
drop
They
out.
do.
grade,
They,
yeah.
they do
They
leave.
drop by sixth
They
grade.
either,
By
no,
ninth.
By
they
ninth.
either drop out
Most
or they
definitely.
keep themselves low key.
And then like once like half of the semester, you're in half of the semester, you could tell which are the posers because most of the real cholos have
Same
left.
thing with skating too.
What about skating?
Same thing with skating. It's like you got the real skaters and then you got the ones that use a skateboard as an accessory.
Yeah.
Like, just to put on their outfit.
That's kind of
It's kind of messed up. It's too. It's like think about it like a culture too, because like we all have their own community and stuff.
Culture appropriated.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I
feel
guess.
that. One time there was this one girl and she was wearing a Street Fighter 2 T-shirt, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
nice T-shirt." And she's like, what are you talking about?" And my culture was appropriated. I felt I was upset.
So she didn't really even.
No, it's
They're all
like
cool. Like I was like Street Fighter 2, but she's like she had no idea what it was.
No, she's just wearing the shirt. She's like, "Oh,
That's funny.
it's like
And
it's
this
like
was in
one
high
of
school?
those.
yeah."
It's like one of those middle school girls that get mad at other middle school girls for wearing a Nirvana shirt, and they're like, "Oh, you know who Nirvana is? You don't know who Nirvana is?
Kurt Cobain.
How dare you? How
Who's
dare
that?
you?
I mean, those
Nirvana.
people
Kurt
are the.
Cobain is that one guy. Is that one singer? He shot himself in the head. No, he is.
No, I don't.
I mean, Smells Like Teenage Spirit. No, doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
No.
That's tough. At least you're not wearing a Nirvana shirt, so you're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I got a story from middle school. Some kid using drugs in class, and he got high off of it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. No curse words, but like,
I probably shouldn't talk about that. But
it's not
that's,
nothing serious.
that's unfortunate. See, this is why boys and girls, you don't do drugs.
No, can I tell you a story?
Eat
It's
too
like
many hot
why you
Cheetos.
shouldn't do drugs. It's on why. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. It's nothing inappropriate, but
We want to keep this PG.
all right.
We're not going to talk about drug use.
so
here. I'm going to
anybody-
say don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Trust me.
Alright,
I'll tell you the story after the podcast.
Alright, you tell me.
The thing
Just
was
remind me.
Funny though. The thing was
Alright, Andres.
hilarious.
How's your high school experience,
My high school experience.
and how do you view it?
It was pretty cool. I broke my leg.
Oh yeah, you told
I
me.
got a lot of sympathy.
Imagine
Wait, was it
breaking your
because
leg.
of football?
Yeah, when I was in football.
Oh, I see. How did it go? Tell me.
How did I break my leg in
Yeah.
football? Like
Broke his leg.
I was. It was during practice too. It was like before
Oh wow.
the first game of the season, and I got sandwiched in between the safety and the
Ooh.
offense's wide receiver.
That's tough, man.
It
Well,
was
it-
tough.
That's why I don't play
Everyone
football.
thought I was a little girl because I couldn't get up and walk, and then I came back next week with like a whole leg cast. They're like, "Oh damn, I thought you were just being a little girl," and I was like, "Nah, man, it hurt." And then I never played football again. So good times.
Really? How?
My parents were really upset that they had a medical bill over a sport that they didn't approve of. They wanted me to play soccer.
Nice.
was
Like
told-
every Mexican parent.
I don't want to play soccer. We used to
That
make fun
was-
of soccer players. Like like somebody would tell you to play soccer. It's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, my girlfriend plays soccer, and then it'd be like a light roast there to the soccer players. So that was my mentality in high school. But no, it was cool. It was definitely the socialization was the plus for me, unlike Gerardo, and the school itself wasn't the best. But I mean, I pretty much got through school.
Good
like,
stories.
crying.
Yeah.
Give me close bonds. I have a story about soccer. I got a concussion while playing soccer.
You had a concussion
I
while
was a
playing
little
soccer.
kid too.
Oh.
I thought I was Sonic the Hedgehog, so I was speeding through the field, and then I bumped into this one big guy, and headbutt. Next thing I know, I wake up on a bench. And yeah.
You know, a lot of people make fun of soccer because it's not such a physical sport like football. But
Mhm.
it actually it is. Like when you get
It's very.
bodied out by like it could be, but
Yeah.
We make
But-
fun of soccer because of the flops and the flopping.
oh yes, yeah,
Make
that's
fun of,
that's
make
true.
fun of
People
soccer
faking to be-
for
yeah.
Faking injuries.
when I think of bad soccer teams, I think about Guatemala.
oh
I'm
yeah.
not even.
Crystal
I don't know if you saw the game, but
they actually got beaten by Mexico.
oh, I know they
3-0.
did.
That
I'm not
was-
even
That was
surprised.
bad.
No, I'm not even surprised. That's the crazy part. Like you don't know how many times they'll try to qualify for FIFA, but they'll fail.
That
Like,
was-
You can get
I
the
watched
whole
it. It was
entire
alright.
team of Mexico wasted on the day of the game, and they'll still manage to screw things up and lose. So,
Nice water.
and that's why you know what?
No, don't do it.
Anyways,
Don't.
I've been playing soccer since I was 6 years old.
We should do a Halloween candy ASMR mukbang
That
for a Halloween special, dude. That'd be
Yes.
so
I hate
cool.
mukbang.
We could-
comment down below if
we
you
could
want
tell
to. If you want
Scary
to see that.
stories.
No, I hate mukbang with a burning passion.
You just did one.
Bro,
That-
it's
that-
like
that's
it's
not mukbang.
satisfying, man.
Satisfying? No.
Doesn't it give you
I
the
hate
chills
mukbang.
when you watch it? Like, yeah.
See, you got Joey's World Tour, and then you got mukbang.
What the heck? How did we get here?
Because you drank the water right in front of the
No.
microphone. That's how we got here, Mario.
Oh, Larson,
Oh,
how's
my
your
bad.
high school experience?
You know, high school was an interesting experience for me because it's where it was a little, it was more imposed on me than it was welcome because I was in junior high I established in myself, I should say like self-established that I was a jock. And I was going to play sports. I really wanted to play football in high schough. In fact, although this isn't a terribly big deal, but like
You're gonna
this
pull us.
private school recruited me to play on the football team. but my
Wow.
parents couldn't afford the tuition, so I didn't go. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I'll go to Pedro and play on their football team. And my parents weren't going for that either, and so I ended up at Pola.
Ah,
And then you realize they don't have a football team.
And they didn't have a football team. We were brand new when I went there. You know, we were the famed class that had their first semester on the beach,
And they still don't have it.
and they still don't have a football team. And so we didn't have sports until my senior year,
ah,
and we got a soccer team. Well, granted, we did have students run LA, which is cool. You know, got to run the LA Marathon once. I got
Yeah.
to run that cursed 18-mile dam run.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
did
not saying
SRLA,
it's a
it's
dam
cool.
run. I'm saying it's like it was actually at a dam. I forget the name of it. But anyways, I did that 3 years in a row, even though it was my least favorite run. Like one year was like normal weather, another year it was scorching hot, and another year it was raining. So it's like, and it was just, I don't know, something 18 miles is not a comfortable amount of miles. Like the marathon was. But anyways, so we had that. So we had that, and that was cool.
dude, the marathon
But-
sucked.
Yeah. Oh, did you do the marathon too?
Yeah, I did SRLA. And I
Oh
did
yeah.
the
Oh
marathon.
yeah, you said so earlier. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
you know what? Yeah, it's that was cool. But then we got a soccer team finally my senior year.
Oh, they're
Did you
so
join?
bad. They're terrible.
Well,
Currently, now they're
they
terrible.
got good for a while, didn't they?
That's- I mean, I don't know.
Because our first season was awful. Our first season was just outright terrible.
I'm not surprised.
We yeah, so our first season but anyways, and so I had been playing AYSO soccer from like when I was 6. Actually no, yeah, 6. And so I actually played soccer for 15 years. I got to play, so I played 15 years 14 years in junior 14 years with AYSO. And then I also played an additional 3 years in junior high, and then I played 1 year in high school. And then I played 1 year, actually I played 1 year of college. I got into a college team out in Chicago. Granted, I was on the B team. I was in the B team. I probably played a total of like 30 minutes the whole season, which is fine. I mean, it was cool. I'm glad I got that far, but by the time I got there, I realized, yeah, I'm not cut out. Those guys are insane. I mean, like, and this is what I'll go back to about like the whole thing about like, you know, getting down on soccer players not being a real sport. Soccer's really hard. It's not even, I mean, honestly, because the ball handling is actually pretty challenging. I never kind of caught up. In junior high, I could kind of just get away with being like, I was like, that was like the peak of my peak athletic career was in junior high. And I could get by with just being a little larger because I'm older. So like I graduated from high school when I was 19. My mother, she decided to put me in kindergarten when I was turning 7 rather than turning 6. So I was like the same age. Everybody was catching up to me all throughout my elementary school and high school years.
You were cheating.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so I graduated from high school when I was 19. So I had like that 9-month puberty advantage in junior high. But like I never kept up with getting really good at ball handling. It probably would have helped if I was on a soccer team from my freshman year on a school soccer team, but because AYSO was like it's more like, you know, it's more fun. But anyways, so I get to play. So that kind of dashed it. But anyways, so the reason why I bring this up is because in high school I made a big shift. Is like I became more interested in school. Granted, I didn't do as good as I could have in high school, but I began to take an interest in academics. So that was good because I'm kind of, I guess in the long run I'm glad I took that direction rather than the jock route. I mean, my dream was I actually wanted to play football for UCLA.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually would have been really cool because if that worked out, I would have been there at the same time as Brett Hundley, and that would have been really nice because he was a really good. And that means I would have been on a very winning team, but didn't work out that way, so it's all right. And actually, I wonder if Brett Hundley is still in the NFL. But anyhow, I mean, does anybody even know who that is?
No.
Okay. So UCLA's always had a really bad football team. Like it just historically just bad team. I mean, they're average at best. There was a good 3 years though where we had a really good coach, Jim Mora, and then there was a really good. He was one of those running quarterbacks. You know, the quarterback who when in trouble he'd just run into the end zone. And yeah, his name was Brett Hundley. And he was there for 3 years, and he did really well. Like our best season, I think we got a 10-12 season, so that was pretty good for UCLA. Yeah, but anyways, and actually that was at the same time we had a really good what do they call it, the corner, the guy who's on the defense end who goes and sacks the quarterback. His name was Anthony Barr, who actually went to San Pedro High.
Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr, and he got like All-American or whatever. He was like because no one really talks about the defenders. You know, there's like but he was actually like a really good defender. Like he had tons of sacks,
Just like in
and fumbles, and so him on the defense plus Brett Hundley, and then we also had some we had a running back. I don't remember if it was the same time as Jonathan Franklin, but anyways, it was a good team. And then we had a good coach. Unfortunately, they ended up firing Jim Mora. I don't know why they did that, but anyways, I want to play for UCLA. It didn't happen. I was like, of course, I had the dreams like I wanted to go to the NFL or even if I did soccer, maybe the MLS. But then I, quickly realized when I got into college, I was like, yeah, I'm not cut out for this because those guys are insane. I mean, we were in a Division III team in Chicago, and like they were monsters. Like they're just like I was pretty fast. I was okay, but like they were all way better at ball handling, all way better at shooting, all way better at just everything. And I was just like, I'm not. There's no point in having me on the team. I'm just bad, which is fine. But anyways, we had 1 year of soccer at Pula, and we had a horrible season. We had like all losses and one tie. Our first game we played Rolling Hills Prep, and we tied them. And then we played Lennox and lost pretty bad. And then after that, it was a shutout. It was really funny though because by the first year of Pula soccer, I was the highest goal scorer.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I scored 2 of the 3 goals we scored that year.
Oh, out of the 3.
2 of the 3 goals.
And they were both in the first game.
Well, the first 2 were in the first game, and then the last goal we ever made for that season was in the second game. We played against Lennox.
Dude, that's tough.
Yeah, but anyways, but it was cool. But anyways, all I'd say is that Pula was when I really like kind of got focused on trying to be more academically engaged, and I began to like expand my mind. Really great teachers there. I mean, the teachers were fantastic. I have to admit, like socially, whatever. Didn't it wasn't. I mean, just to bring the point home, I don't really keep in touch with anybody from my high school days. And not to say I don't like them. It's just like
Didn't you have a best friend or something?
From there, when I was there, more or less. But I think my friends were more the friends I had from church.
I see.
From my youth
Church
group.
boy.
Yes, and no, I was. And so, well, I guess I still am. Well, I guess church man.
Church man.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't that they were bad friendships. It just, I don't know. I think it's because in junior high I was trying to be a poser. I was trying to I was trying to get everyone's approval, and so I kind of went the exact opposite in high school. In high school, it's like I don't care what you think about me. I'm gonna be my own I'm gonna be my own person, and like whatever. I'm just gonna march by the beat of my own drum. But I'm grateful for Pula. Pula was a good school. I'd send my kids there if I ever have kids, and I'd pick that school over. Yeah, I'd probably pick that school over any of the private schools in the area too, or well, maybe I don't know. I guess if all the schools in there, maybe PV High would be. Except, I mean, the PV schools I know are better, I guess, as far as academically, but like the social situation there's awful because you get a bunch of like these spoiled rich kids who just like get everything they want, and they just like, I wouldn't want to like put kids in that situation because it's unhealthy. It's like because like these, and I mean, I'm sure there's some good people at the PV and Peninsula too, but it's just I don't know, it's a bad attitude. It's yeah. So anyways, that was my high school experience. I really grateful for my teachers. There's some really impactful teachers that they really like. For instance, Mr. West, Philip West. He's my English teacher. He really turned me on to appreciating the art of literature. Mr. Dickton, he's just a great teacher. He taught science well, just very engaging professor. Mr. Scotty was a good teacher. He actually became the principal later. Yeah, I'm really grateful for those guys. And actually, it's really interesting. Jim Cross, who helps out here, he was our CEO. So Pula is a charter school, and so it means that like they're actually run like a business, and so they have a CEO. So Jim Cross was their CEO for a time. So it's cool. It's kind of fun to see him here. We go way back. But anyways, sorry for the long story, but yeah, that was my high school experience.
So overall positive high school.
Yeah, I would say it was overall positive. Overall positive, yeah.
What about you, Mario? How was your high school? How was your high school experience?
It's pretty positive, I really learned a very important lesson in high school.
What was that?
What was that?
A lesson actually that my mom's been actually trying to engrave in me like for like since ever since I was little, and she would always say, never conform where you're at, always achieve for the higher. If you have a C, aim for a B. If you have a B, aim for an A. But I never really applied that middle school or high school, like until like 10th or 11th grade. And basically I didn't really care about my grades. Like if I just never studied. I never actually like had interest in like in school, you know? But I still passed my classes. I had C's, B's, and always the A in science because I love science. And I guess I'm really good at science apparently.
What do you love the most about science?
Well, I guess the typical it explains how the world works, I guess. Cuz it's really interesting actually because you always wonder like how does it work? How does things work? You know, I'm always been a curious kid, so I ask a lot of questions and I found out that science has a lot of answers. So yeah, basically the
I've
stereotypical thing.
always enjoyed science and math. The only problem is that, see, I never did none of my work in class. I'd
Ah,
always go off and learn my own thing. So there's that. And like the subject I hated the most is English.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
English. So when I started like doing bad in English, my mom was like, how are you failing English? You speak it. How do you
Nice.
fail it?" And
Nice.
I'm like, "That's not how it works. You have to write essays and stuff." And see, I'm too lazy to do that. And she's like, "I swear to God, if you don't do that,"
Well, anyways,
whoops out the
I
belt.
I
oh,
never
jeez.
tried
Yeah.
throughout high school or middle school. But
Same here.
then I just realized that if I really wanted to succeed in life, I would have to have that overachievement mindset so I could just keep up with my grades. So after 10th or 11th grade, I actually started actually trying in my classes. You know, I saw my GPA that was improving. And yeah, I learned that a very important lesson. I don't know. And obviously, I made a lot of friends throughout high school, like a lot. So I'm a very social person. I really love meeting new people. So high school was a great opportunity for that. So I guess I really liked it. I really liked having so many friends. Um, Overall positive experience. I love high school. Um, yeah, that was my experience.
I can relate. That's but at the same time, I can't really relate as well.
About what?
The
Like
mitochondria.
the social part. Because my best friends I met in middle school and then came to high school and we all went through like the same problem stuff. But making new friends is pretty challenging.
I love making new friends, man.
I mean,
For
I did.
me, it's not.
I know
I
I
can
do
make.
too. No, it's, the thing is that I can get a new friend. At the same time, it's like once I start to get to know them, that's when like the cons system starts. And then
That's when the what starts?
that's when the cons start. Like on Narbonne, for example, I tried making a new friend, and then it turns out, hey, they're part of this one gang, and they ended up getting shot, and now they're paralyzed.
Really?
Swear to God.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. And then there's other people where they try to be friends with me, and I have politely really decline. I mean, I don't say no, I don't want to be your friend. It's more of a we're cool, but I don't want to get close with you. And
I
that's
see.
mainly because they're associated with gangs and stuff, and do drugs and shit, sorry and stuff.
And you go to
Nice.
Pola?
No. That's this was when I was at Narbonne.
Ah,
Pola is like a whole
okay.
different
Yeah.
situation. Pola is just like the social environment is awkward, but the
Why
education
awkward?
system is like amazing.
Why awkward?
It's awkward because like they're all from the Pijo area,
Mm.
and since we're here from like Wilmington, it's kind of different. So there's some kids over there that are from Wilmington, but I don't really go around them because like they're all how do I say, oh, wannabe cholos. So yeah,
Oh.
it's a
At Pola?
At
at
Pola?
Pola, but
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
I've never met somebody that's actually from a cholo descent or actually Chicano. You know, and then there's some skaters there, but like the skaters there is like,
Chicano.
like the skaters there, they're not really they're not really positive like the skaters here in Wilmington. The one went to skate park there, they're like, hey, you can't do an ollie. Let me help you out real quick, or let me give you some tips and tricks, or they'll invite you and then they'll give you stuff or they'll help you out. But the ones at Polo, they'll make fun of you if you don't know how to do an ollie, or if oh you don't know how to manual.
Get out of here.
We can get out of
scrub.
here, scrub, poser. I mean, it's like that's not the point of the whole sport. You know, the point is to have fun.
Wait. What was that? Scrub?
Yeah,
I've never heard that slang before.
Never heard of
Really?
Scrub?
scrub.
What's scrub?
Like noob.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
Like,
got a scrub
where does
when
it
I
come
was
from?
when
I remember-
I
well,
entered
I have no
middle school.
idea.
When I was in middle school, apparently the slang was like the sixth graders were like scrubs, and then I forget the rest. I think seventh
Yeah,
graders
I
were like
think eighth graders were like
toilet
janitors or
cleaners.
something like that.
Yeah, the eighth graders were janitors, but
Yeah.
if you're a scrub, you're just a little tool that people use to
Yeah.
so you're kind of you're like a newbie.
I
It's a
got
scrub.
scrub. I got called scrub so many times
Yeah.
when I was in sixth grade by this one tall ass girl too. Like, and she said it with like such an aggressive and like violent force. She would look mad at me like, what the heck did I do, man? I'm
me and
just a
Mario used to
scrub,
be
man. I'm
hella
just
short.
a scrub.
Me and Mario used to be
Oh,
really short,
yes.
man. Like in middle school, we used to be
That's
extremely
true. That's true.
And then there was a time period where like we wouldn't come to the club for like 2 years, and then we
Mhm,
came
mhm, mhm.
back. But he grew, I didn't. I didn't grow till like eighth grade, ninth grade.
I grew
That's-
like seventh grade.
yeah,
and,
he
like-
was taller than me until I got my girl spirit. Look at me, I'm taller than him.
You're also in a wheelchair too, so that kind of
Yeah, that also
Oh
that's
yeah,
a
you
sedative.
were in
Kept
a
you
wheel-
lower.
and like
Yeah.
what happened? Elaborate on
I
that.
had a
Elaborate.
juke
on
man
that.
itself.
So you know how like when you grow, your bones start to fuse.
Yes.
For giving you like less bones. So my bones fused wrong, and the doctors were like, "Oh, let me help you out real quick." And they took a chunk of a bone out. That didn't work out.
Yeah,
Something went wrong, and
you were like in the like cast for like 2
for
years.
2 years, right? It's like
Oh God.
yeah, and I was there. I was like, damn, what do I do now? What's gonna happen? He's like, well, first of all, sorry for that. Sorry, I don't know what to do. Come back in like 2 months, and we'll figure out what to do. I came back in 2 months. They never told me the procedure that we're gonna do, but they were gonna do it.
Nice.
And I was like, wait, what are you guys gonna do? And they're like, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna loosen the muscle. We're gonna inject you with this vaccine, and then we're gonna give you an operation to loosen up the muscles so it's left stiff. And I'm like, all right, that seems like a good idea. What I didn't know, or what my parents didn't tell me, is that I was gonna get put into anesthesia for that, and that was scary. You're not supposed to remember a lot of stuff from anesthesia, when you get put under anesthesia, but this was scary. This was like the gas mask thing.
Uh-huh.
Because what they do is that they give you this thing called happy juice, and it's basically calms you down. It's like a anesthetic.
Nitrous oxide.
I think what it is. It calms you
Yeah.
down and stuff. That didn't work for me because I was all scared and stuff. That didn't work for me. So when I got put into the operation room, they give you this gas mask, like I think full on anesthetic, and they put that on me, and I was so scared. I started crying, and they're like, "Oh, good." The next thing I remember, I woke up and I accidentally slapped the nurse because I was under anesthetic. So there's that. And then on the third surgery, they're like, "Yeah, sorry for the second one. That one also didn't work.
Bruh. My dude.
The best thing we can do now is loosen your tendon.
The,
Like there's a big tendon on the side of your foot next to the Achilles.
yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna loosen that up." And I'm like, "Is it gonna fix it? Is it gonna help me a bit?" And they're like, "Yes and no, because surgery is never 100%." So they were like, "You know what? We're gonna do this for you." They did it, and my mom's like, "You know what? Every time we go up to them, they're always causing problem. We're not gonna go back ever again." And we never went back for the checkup appointment. So I'm assuming it went fine, because
Oh.
I'm walking and stuff. So I'm assuming it went fine. The only reason we went back is to take off the cast.
You
But,
ever experienced like pain?
Yeah, it was like if I ever experienced, but no, I never experienced pain after that. It's like I think it was all good. I think the only bad thing about the experience, the only side effect, is that I was limited in running, so I had to go to physical therapy for that. But other than
Nice.
that, it was all fine. I think I went to the physical therapist for like 3 times in a row. They're like, "Damn, you keep on coming back. What keeps on happening?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. Just the doctor telling me sorry, and calling it a day." So,
Nice. What a
that's-
bad doctor, man.
Yeah, I forgot his name after that. I was like,
Should've
"Yeah, I'm done
sued
with
him.
him."
Can you?
You
can
can't sue
take
them
flip
'cause
no.
You
It's
can't
fine?
sue them because they give you a contract, I think. They give my
Mm.
parents a contract and basically says, "Hey, surgery isn't 100%."
I see.
So if something happens, they can't be held responsible unless they purposely did it. Like for example, if they leave something in your body, all right. And then funny thing, it's funny, but it's actually happens.
It
Common.
happens.
It happens. too. So also, if you die from the surgery, they can't be held responsible for that, but they will tell you the risk for it. They'll tell you before.
Yeah.
And if they don't tell you before, then your family can sue them. But like, what's the point
My-
now? You're dead.
My question is, let's say you have a surgery done, and it doesn't work, like it doesn't heal you. Do you still have to pay for that surgery?
Yeah.
And so it's just like you just paid for nothing. You gotta go pay for another one, or how?
Yeah, your insurance pays it.
Okay.
An interesting thing to try. Yeah. So yeah, it's like It's like I actually learned about this place called the Carson work. I don't know. So there's some gym in Carson, and essentially how it works is like you pay them $300 or $500, and it's like a 6-week program, and like if you lose like it's to lose weight, and if you lose 20 pounds, you get the $300 back. But if you don't lose it, then they keep the 300. It's kind of an interesting incentive. It's like, and then like you can carry it. But anyways, it's like a challenge. So that'd be interesting if they did that for surgery. Like are you pay us, and if we do a good job, we keep it. If we don't, then we pay you back.
Right.
So it's like an incentive for them to do a good job.
Yeah, but Medi-Cal pays for that. See, and what sucks about it too is that if you don't have health insurance, and you're dying, it's either if the surgery doesn't kill you or the infection doesn't kill you, those bills will kill you. Yeah, they're gonna leave down in the drain. Thank God I had Medi-Cal. Thank God I had that. But it's like it's not always the best as well because it is free It's still free healthcare. It's free, so it can't be like purely good. And the only bad thing about it is that I want to go get glasses and they gave me the wrong prescription twice. Yeah. So guess how that went?
How did that happen?
I don't know. We went to this one ophthalmologist in Wilmington, and they told me, "Oh, you see, your cornea is messed up. Instead of it being a round shape, it's like a football.
Nice.
So let us help you out with it, because that's actually common for it. It's called what's it called? It's stigmatism. Yeah, stigmatism. So
Man,
let's
you're all
help
sorts of effed up, man.
I know, but it's like
Dude, get it
Cool.
together.
God took me out of the oven a bit too early.
Jeez.
And but other than all those, it's perfectly fine.
All right. So Trump.
Trump.
He got corona.
Yes.
That's mad funny, but I hope he doesn't die, mainly because I don't wish death upon anybody.
Nice.
Kim Jong Un. Unless it's
So he did get corona. Like it said. Wow.
Apparently.
It's not just a meme.
Not just a meme.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
like older too. He's older than I thought he was. He's like in his 80s, no?
No, he's in his 70s.
70s?
No, Biden's in his 80s.
No, he's not. He's still in his 70s.
Also in his 70s.
Really?
Sorry.
Wow.
Man, I
It's
thought he
like
was older.
it looks like it's a huge weight.
No, Trump is
age
in his
gap.
mid 70s, and Biden's like going into his late 70s.
What?
Well, how about that debate, huh?
Yes.
That debate was
I still have no idea what happened.
It was-
entertaining.
It was
90
funny.
minutes.
Entertaining.
I was cracking up, man.
It was Biden was being a bit hypocritical though, because I think the first one he wins, he goes for he's like, I don't support the Green New Deal, or no, I do support the Green New Deal, and then 2 minutes after that he says, oh, never mind, I don't support it, and then 2 minutes after that he's like, oh, I support the Biden Green Deal, and it's the same thing as the first Green Deal,
But it's
but
just
it's
Biden.
just it's Biden.
Biden's Green New
Yeah.
Deal.
So and plus he forgot a lot of stuff that he said. And then Trump's no good as well because he didn't have any good statement. If anything, it's like the only reason I'd vote for him is because he's funny.
Yeah.
He's
He'll-
funny.
He'll nuke a hurricane.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was
Nuke
hilarious.
Hurricane.
No,
He's gonna nuke a hurricane?
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, dude.
He said that?
You gotta fight fire with fire. Fight hurricanes with nukes.
Nice.
He said that?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
remember
know,
that.
but it's surfing. It's like.
I remember when I
Like
remember the
hurricanes
debate.
trying to try us.
I remember when the debate, Biden said something about being smart, and Trump was like, "Don't ever use your name was smart because you went to a college and then you forgot what college you went to, and then he's the lowest out of his class. So he's like, don't ever bring up smart around your name ever again." And I was like,
Nice.
"Damn, that was harsh."
We need to hear about actual policies.
Yeah,
Was it me or
It's just
was the
arguing.
moderator more on Biden's side?
Yeah, it seems so.
It really did, huh? I was like, nah, it can't be it. But it was repeatedly over it was constant throughout the debate, especially when the economics came up. Biden was basically lying about how the economy was doing bad before coronavirus, but actually it was like really low in unemployment. So that was kind of a lie. But then the moderator stopped him from saying.
Yeah.
From saying that, and like come on, man, like the moderator kept on saving Biden from saying just dumb stuff or not things that are true.
I didn't notice that.
You
That's why we
did
need
No, I
Joe
didn't.
Rogan to host the next debate.
it, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Are they gonna do
Yes,
that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
dude, that would be amazing.
We had like a shimmer of hope. I don't know if it's gonna
That
happen.
would have been cool because I mean, it's honestly, it's like, and that would have been a real historical moment because it'd be kind of suddenly shifting the power from the mainstream mainstream media to
fake
the new media.
That's crazy.
But-
That would
Dude,
be
indie
amazing.
media.
But now that Trump's quarantining, are they going to have any more debates at all?
I think it's gonna be
No,
through Zoom.
The Zoom debates.
Nah, but it's I think it's gonna be they're gonna be heavily quarantined. They're gonna delay it.
Delay it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, delay it.
The
Uh-oh.
election's in 3 weeks.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think if he dies in office, if he dies before the election, I think the House of Representatives, right? During the election, if he dies during the election, the House of Representatives get it right.
I don't understand.
So
He's
if
saying
Trump
that-
dies, if Trump dies due to Corona
Yeah,
before the election
yeah.
or during the election, who gets put into office? And I'm
Oh.
saying I'm pretty sure the House of
The
Representatives.
vice president goes?
No, because it's an election, so they're voting in a new office.
Well, yeah, but the but the president's term doesn't end until January.
No, that's
So it'd
Oh,
still be Pence up until January.
Yeah.
so even like if by all right, all right.
So if Trump dies, Pence becomes president,
Okay.
and will remain president until he's either reelected or
he
goes
only has minor symptoms though.
or he goes or.
See, that's what they say
or
until
his
you die.
term is over in January. So
He died of corona with a little gunshot. Or something.
No, the thing is that if Trump has corona, what if Biden has corona as well?
that would be rather amusing.
At least it didn't shake hands. That was a smart move.
I thought it would actually be really funny. back when the
Who do you think would die if they both caught it? Biden or Trump?
Both.
so back when it was
think Biden.
back when the Democrats that were left were Biden, Sanders, and Gabbard, Tulsi Gabbard, representative from Hawaii.
Yeah, I wanted Gabbard to make it.
Yeah, when it was the three of them and it was Trump, I was joking with my family, like, what if like all three of the old guys get coronavirus and die, and so then it ends up being like Gabbard versus Pence.
Dude, I'd vote for Gabbard.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, but it didn't happen. So
Why undress?
But yeah, I wonder. Yeah, if I wonder, like, yeah, if say Biden were to get and pass away, then who's becomes the Democratic nominee? Would that be Harris?
But she,
most
yeah,
likely.
probably. But
And then she'd have to pick a new vice. And then like first same goes for Trump. Like if Trump passed away, would it be Pence, and then he has to pick a new vice president?
No, I'm pretty sure.
This, I wonder if this is a question for the ages.
My
Chris
mom thinks
Christie.
it's a hoax, so he can
Mm.
extend his term. But it was like, no, I don't think that's how it works.
yeah, that's not how it works.
So your mom doesn't wear masks?
No, she does. She does. She thinks that Trump is lying about getting corona.
Oh, okay.
Coronavirus.
One of my aunts has that ringtone.
It's a good ringtone. I had it, and my text ringtone would be Cardi B yelling coronavirus.
I saw my little cousin attempting to do the WAP. I walked in and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like,
Oh
I'm
God,
not doing anything. It's just a dance." And I was like, "Yeah, don't ever talk to me again."
that's
People
just
really need to
weird.
control what their children are watching. Like half of the
Honest.
kids here are always singing WAP, and it's disturbing.
That's-
Yeah.
You know
Alright.
what WAP is, Larson?
I don't think I want to know though.
It's wet ass cat.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
No,
okay.
don't.
It's fine.
No,
Don't tell me.
I'll tell you after.
Okay, tell me when
Gotta
I'm
keep
older.
this PG.
Yeah, what's your Larson? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A firefighter.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that bad.
Mario, what about you?
I don't know, man.
You
I'm just living life, man. Whatever comes.
You gotta pay for that
Tomorrow,
life.
man.
Mario, actually, I'm gonna give you some solid advice. Figure that out as soon as possible what you want to do, and then just go with it. Okay? Seriously, like don't dabble. Like just like find something you like. Like I don't know, you like did you enjoy working on cars? Go become a mechanic and just do it as fast as possible.
I hate working on cars.
Okay, well then I don't know, whatever you like doing. Maybe this
Wait.
if you like doing this podcast, maybe you got to make this your thing. But
Hold up.
just do it and run with it,
Let's talk about
because the
mechanics.
sooner you can get that going, better for your life.
It's a
Yeah.
pain in the butt being a mechanic, man.
Well, then don't do it. I'm not. You don't have to talk about the mechanic. I'm just
Oh
using that as
man,
an
no,
example.
listen here.
All right, fine. Why don't you just bash?
Man, okay.
Before we start
I-
anything, it's
But the feeling you get after you fix the car and you can drive it, it's totally worth
I
it.
guess, but
funny thing.
it's not worth it, man.
Yesterday,
Getting
the
scrapes in your
alternator,
hands.
for my truck, for my dad's truck, we were on the
Uh-huh.
freeway, and the alternator of the car shut down.
Damn.
So like, there was no lights, and the car was legit about to shut down. But luckily, there was AutoZone nearby.
You check
AutoZone.
the headlight fluid.
No, it was
Is
no,
that a
like
sponsor?
no, that's not. That's
Luckily,
not.
there was an AutoZone nearby.
Yeah, there's NOS on the
Did
back.
you get the
Show brought
blinker
to you in
fluid?
part by-
Did you get the blinker fluid?
No, it wasn't the blinker. It was the alternator under the battery. So it's like think about the alternator as the heart.
Yes,
It keeps
yes.
it going and stuff. But anyways, it's I think it's time for me to go. I have to go help out with the food drive.
Yeah, we should just wrap it up. We've been talking a long time. So
Okay.
Mario.
But anyways, being a mechanic, whoever is it, I commend you. It's a freaking tough job.
It's free if you.
I hate getting scrapes in my hand. Well, this has been Beat Talk, episode number 7. It was kind of iffy, but it was a pretty good one, I guess. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, till the next one. If you want to hear any topics you'd like for us to talk about, comment down below. Thank you.
Register to vote.
Oh yeah, and register to
Yeah,
vote.
vote.
Vote,
Alright.
vote, vote.
All right, have a
Vote for
good day,
JoJo.
everybody.
Okay, bye.